Falling. You are flying through the sky, light as air. The world below looks small, almost peaceful. Then the floor of the dream drops out. Suddenly you are plummeting. Your arms flail, your stomach lurches, and the wind screams in your ears. The ground races towards you with horrifying speed, and just before impact, your body jolts awake like someone pulled you out of reality with a hook. This is the falling glitch. Scientists call it a hypnic jerk. Your muscles relax and your brain mistakes it for falling to your death. Evolution left us this safety alarm from tree-dwelling ancestors. Today, it just rips us awake at 3 a.m., heart pounding like we almost died. Pop quiz. What is the scientific term for this body jerk glitch? Answer: hypnic jerk. Scary for thought. If evolution built this to protect us, why does it feel more like your brain pranking you with a death drop? Chasing. You are running through alleys, woods, and endless hallways. Something is behind you. Sometimes it is a faceless shadow. Sometimes a monster. Sometimes even a familiar person warped into something sinister. You try to scream and no sound comes out. You try to run and your legs feel like cement. Meanwhile, the pursuer glides forward effortlessly. This is the chasing glitch. It is survival fear turned into cardio. Psychologists say it is anxiety or avoidance wearing a predator's mask, but in the moment, it feels like you are prey in your own mind. Pop quiz. Which emotion fuels chasing dreams the most? Answer: fear. Scary for thought. If dreams rehearse survival, why do we always feel weak, slow, and helpless? Teeth falling out. You are laughing, smiling, talking to a friend. Then it happens. A tooth wiggles. You touch it and suddenly all of them collapse like sandcastles. Your mouth fills with shards. You spit them into your hands as they keep crumbling until you are choking on the dust of your own teeth. This is the tooth glitch, one of the most universal horrors. Some psychologists say it is insecurity or fear of aging. Others say it is about control slipping away. Either way, you wake up pawing at your mouth in terror. Pop quiz. In which culture are tooth loss dreams considered lucky? Answer: Chinese. Scary for thought. Why does losing teeth in a dream feel worse than facing a monster? Sleep paralysis. Your eyes open. The room is there. The shadows, the ceiling fan, the silence. But your body is frozen. You try to move and nothing happens. You try to scream, but only silence. Then you see it. A shadow in the corner. Or worse, sitting on your chest, breathing heavy, watching. This is sleep paralysis. Your brain wakes while your body is still locked in REM paralysis. Hallucinations bleed in. People all over the world report the same figures: shadow men, demons, witches. Science says biology. But when a shadow crouches on your chest, science feels thin. Pop quiz. What is the most common hallucination in sleep paralysis? Answer: shadow figures. Scary for thought. If it is just biology, why do millions see the same nightmare visitors? Being naked. You are in class, at work, on stage. You look down and you're naked. Everyone stares. Some laugh. Others look disgusted. You try to cover yourself, but there is no escape. This is the exposure glitch, humiliation condensed into a horror short. Psychologists tie it to insecurity or vulnerability. Your subconscious throws you into the spotlight stripped of everything. Pop quiz. Roughly what percent of people report these dreams? Answer: 40%. Scary for thought. What is scarier, the crowd seeing your body or the feeling that your entire self has been exposed? Exams. You sit down at a desk. The test lands in front of you. The questions make no sense. Your pencil breaks. Time speeds up. No matter what you do, failure is certain. This is the exam glitch. Even people decades out of school report it. Anxiety replaying itself forever. A scar left by education that never stops throbbing. Pop quiz. Who reports more exam dreams, students or alumni? Answer: alumni. Scary for thought. If we never stop dreaming about tests, did education hardwire fear of failure into us forever? False awakening. Your alarm rings. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you get ready. Then you realize you're still asleep. You wake up again and again. Each time it feels real and each time it breaks. This is the false awakening glitch. Your brain layers dream over dream until reality feels like a prison loop. Some people report more than 10 awakenings in a single night. Pop quiz. What is the record number of false awakenings reported? Answer: over 10. Scary for thought. If you can dream about waking up, how do you ever prove you are awake right now? Monsters. The shadows twist into claws. Shapes warp into demons, clowns, predators. Your brain builds a monster that terrifies you. This is the monster glitch. The amygdala, your brain's fear factory, manufactures predators out of thin air. Snakes and spiders top the list. They don't need to be real, they just need to feel lethal. Pop quiz. What is the most common nightmare creature worldwide? Answer: snakes. Scary for thought. If monsters are only in our heads, why do we all see the same ones? Drowning. You are underwater. Bubbles rise past your face. The light above fades. Your lungs burn. You thrash, desperate for air, but your body feels heavy, like something is dragging you down. You open your mouth to scream and water floods in. You wake up gasping. This is the drowning glitch. It is tied to suffocation and overwhelm. Sometimes even linked to sleep apnea when your body briefly stops breathing. Pop quiz. Which psychologist tied drowning dreams to rebirth? Answer: Carl Jung. Scary for thought. If drowning dreams mean rebirth, why do they always feel like torture? Apocalypse. The sky glows red. Sirens blare, meteors crash, cities crumble, zombies swarm. You are watching the end of the world from the front row. This is the apocalypse glitch. These spike during global crises. Your brain translates instability into full-blown extinction. Pop quiz. During COVID, what % of people reported apocalypse dreams? Answer: 20%. Scary for thought. Are apocalypse dreams just stress, or prophecy our subconscious sees first? Falling asleep. You lie in bed exhausted. But in the dream, you cannot sleep. You toss, you turn. The clock races forward. You beg for rest, but it never comes. This is the falling asleep glitch. Sleep anxiety echoing inside dreams. Fake insomnia while you are already asleep. Pure suffering. Pop quiz. What is the medical term for struggling to fall asleep? Answer: sleep onset insomnia. Scary for thought. If your brain torments you with fake insomnia, is that bad coding or dark comedy? Being late. You are rushing. The clock speeds up. The doors slam. The plane leaves. No matter what you do, you are doomed to be late. This is the lateness glitch. It is performance anxiety wrapped in time. Psychologists say it reflects fear of failing others, but in the dream, time itself betrays you. Pop quiz. Which profession reports lateness dreams the most? Answer: teachers. Scary for thought. If time can glitch against us in dreams, what else can? Stuck in place. You need to run, to scream, to fight. But your body does not move. This is the immobility glitch. REM paralysis leaks into awareness, leaving you trapped. Protection feels like prison. Pop quiz. What is the scientific term for dream paralysis? Answer: REM atonia. Scary for thought. If paralysis is meant to protect us, why does it feel like your own body has betrayed you? Recurring. You fight the monster. You wake up. Weeks later, it is back. Same dream, same terror. Your brain has pressed replay. This is the recurring glitch. Psychologists say it is trauma looping. Unfinished business replaying as horror. Pop quiz. What is the most common recurring nightmare? Answer: being chased. Scary for thought. If recurring dreams are unfinished business, why does beating the monster rarely stop them? Trapped. The walls close in. The exits vanish. Pound the walls, screaming, but there is no way out. This is the trapped glitch. It is helplessness made literal. Psychologists say it comes from claustrophobia or real-life situations where you feel cornered. Pop quiz. Which culture believed trapped dreams were warnings from fate? Answer: Egyptians. Scary for thought. If your brain builds cages while you sleep, what is it preparing you for? Losing someone. You are with someone you love. Suddenly they vanish. Sometimes they die. Sometimes they walk away without a word. You wake up crying, shaken, checking to make sure they are still alive. This is the losing glitch. It is attachment fear and grief rehearsal. Psychologists call it preparation, but it feels like heartbreak on loop. Pop quiz. Which age group reports these dreams most? Answer: children. Scary for thought. If these dreams prepare us for loss, is that a survival tool or cruelty disguised as training? Nightmares are not random. They are your brain's scariest glitches. Falling, chasing, drowning, monsters, paralysis, loss. Each one is fear-coded into faulty dream software. Final scary for thought. If you could delete one forever, which would it be? Falling, sleep paralysis, losing someone? Comment your pick and share your scariest glitch story. Because the real horror is not the dream itself. The real horror is knowing it came from inside your own mind.